2008 on an 08 Ford Focus ST3. It's actually a later facelift car, slightly nicer spec than the earlier cars. In lovely metallic grey. Again, nice standard car. Doesn't look to have been sort of messed with, modified. It's got sort of standard ride height. It's not on silly wheels. We've got normal sized tailpipes, not the massive big chrome / cut jobs. Right, we're going to start by having a good look at the bodywork, and then we'll move on to the interior and we'll go for a cold engine startup. Looking on this driver's side, if we look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down. It's not full of ripples or dents. It's not full of filler. Driver's front wing, lovely and neat all the way around there. There's sort of nothing at all to whinge about in that. The arch itself, lovely and clean. Even if you look down there, you can see very nice all the way around. Standard spec Ford ST wheels, obviously 18-inch. We've got a nice Pirelli tyre on the front here. We'll check them out as we go around. Coming down this side, there's no delamination down the bottom of the screen. The plastic on the bottom of the scuttle is all good. No stone chips up the A-pillar on this side. We do have one small stone chip on the leading edge of the screen there. Other than that, all good. The roof itself, it's got a couple of sort of watermarks and bird poo marks on, so it wouldn't hurt to have a little polish on the roof. But there's no ripples or dents. Clean, clear glass on the front. We do have a tint on the rear. It does look to be filmed, so if you wanted to remove that, you could just peel that off. Driver's door, no marks at all to whinge about on that. Nice and neat around the handle. All the rubber seals are good. Plastics on this car are lovely. They're not dried out or covered in back to black or anything like that. All the way down that door is nice and neat. The body kit along the bottom sits straight. There's no scuff marks on that. Rear door, all nice and neat. There's a bit of dust on that. You can have that for free. But normally where it kicks out here with the arch, it's normally peppered with stone chips. We've got one tiny little stone chip just there. But other than that, really nice and neat. Inside the arch is clean and tidy all the way around. There's no blebs of rust or anything like that. Another good wheel and tyre. And if we look back up this side again, the body line, look how sharp and crisp that is. Really good all the way up. Round on the back, tail lights on both sides are clean and bright, as are the reversing lights and the lower reflectors. There's no marks on the bumper corners. Boot lip, that bumper lip where things normally get caught dragging in and out of the boot is really good. All good on the back corner here as well. Paint's lovely and smooth as well. It's obviously been well cared for, this thing. All nice along the tailgate. If we're being picky, I'd change the screws and the number plate on there, just because they don't really fit the standard of the rest of the car. And there's a little bit of dirt ingrained into the badge on the boot. Rear glass is nice and neat. Normally you can get some corrosion in this area here, but this is all good. Have another look at the roof as we come round onto the passenger side. And again, lovely and straight all the way down there, not full of ripples and dents. We're looking at this area here on this sort of era car for rust, but as you can see, this one is excellent all the way around. All the glass on this side is good. Seals around this at the bottom here are nice. Again, plastics on this side are still nice as well. Rear door, all nice and neat. Again, you've got one tiny stone chip there, that's it. The body kit on the bottom is nice. Very light scratch, just there, you can just see it. I'll be surprised if most of that didn't polish off, to be fair. All good around the handle, rest of the door is good. No stone chips on the wing mirror. Very light scratch just there on the A-pillar as we come up. I am being quite picky with that. No stone chips on this edge of the roof. And then front wing, again, we're looking for rust down the bottom, but this one, as you can see, is lovely all the way around again. Nice and neat down here. And then round up the front. Headlamps are good. They don't need polished or cut back or anything like that. Whole front bumper is lovely and tidy. Got one little chip, probably from a stone, I would imagine, on the number plate. Not really any other stone chips to whinge about on that front bumper. Very good. Lovely and tidy along the front edge of the bonnet as well. Really very good. And the rest of the bonnet, all lovely and straight. So cosmetically, very appealing. Really nice looking thing. Onto the interior, obviously your ST's got the Recaro interior. This one is in leather. Door card on this side, nice and neat. All the stitching along here is good. There's no wear on the armrest or around the switches. Door shuts are clean and tidy as well. There's nothing to really whinge about. Across there, 89,204 miles. Nice and neat along the dash top. Standard dial cluster across the top. Standard stereo. We've got aircon. There's a little bit of wear on a couple of the buttons on the aircon. Got heated seats, heated rear screen, heated front screen. and it's got the sort of carbon style trim, which is nice. This one's keyless as well, so it's a push button start. Driver's seat, like I said, Recaro leathers. Virtually no wear at all on that seat, really very good. They're big bolsters, so they don't normally wear very well. But these ones are in lovely condition. Carpet set's lovely and dark. Into the back, again, nice and neat on the door card. Rear bench, they've got these lovely sculpted Recaro rear bench seats on an ST3, which are really very nice. All good in there, nothing at all to whinge about. I appreciate it's dark on the camera, but it is nice in here. Backs of the seats are good, they're not pulled out or stretched. Dark headlining, again, no real issues with that. Into the boot, parcel shelf is as it should be. Got a bit of trim from the engine bay there. I would imagine maybe it's got an intake or something on it. We'll check in a second. Carpet set is all nice and clean. And then boot floor, exactly as you'd expect, like brand new under there. And then rear left, nothing to whinge about on the door card. Like I said, those rear seats, really, really nice. Leather's still got a nice satin finish to it. It's not shiny from bum sliding on and off it or anything like that. All good on the door card on this side. And again, this seat, just as good as the rest. Really is excellent all the way across. This side of the dash is good too. Now to open the bonnet, so on the ST2s and the earlier cars, obviously you just flick the key. This is keyless. So you have to push the button to release the little key from the keyless key to produce a key. And then the bonnet releases in the same place, which only gives us really dodgy camera work. So I'm going to apologise in advance for that. So you give it a little flick that way, flick the other way. Hang on. There we go. You lot get seasick, but we get into the bonnet. Okay, so that plastic cover was the battery cover by the looks of things. From the boot, we'll double check. Had been on charge, as things have a tendency of going flat around here. It's been fine for the last few days, just starting up on the button. Put that back in there just to be sure. Yeah, that's where that goes. There you go. That looks better, doesn't it? All the plastics in the right places under here. Does look to be nice and standard as well. Underneath, it's not dropping any fluid on the floor. So start this up. Like I say, it's just a keyless fob, so you don't need to put a key in. But it's clutch in. Hit the button. It does flash up saying that the battery on that fob is low. They are a standard battery, I did check this morning. But other than that, no warning lights. It could do with some fuel, and it's telling me the bonnet's open. And we've got a light on for the handbrake, which I can remove by taking the handbrake off. But no engine management lights or anything like that. It was driven to us, this one as well, which is always good. Idling nice and happy around the front. And nothing nasty spewing out the back. So there you have it. 2008 on an 08 Ford Focus ST3. Any questions, please get in touch. Thank you.